Hello and welcome to the marvellous show Game of Thrones. I'm your host Steve, and if you've never watched an episode before, it's a react show to the Game of Thrones because we're in lockdown. I'd never seen an episode before and now I'm absolutely addicted, and that's even an understatement. Totally addicted to it. The last episode we watched, I have to say, it's probably my favourite episode at all so far. Blackwater was amazing, don't get me wrong. The Red Wedding was amazing in a different way. It made me depressed, but it was a classic episode. But this one, for me, it just did it. It was awesome. It was totally awesome. We started off with Sam having a conversation with John about what it was like to actually have sex, because obviously he thought he was going to die that night anyway, and he just wanted to know, which was a really cute scene. It was quite funny, and it kind of eased you into the episode lightly, and then it all went weird. We had the wildlings sat to the south of the wall, waiting for the signal, waiting for the big fire to kind of erupt, which was their signal to attack from the south. And then in the background you see Gilly kind of walking across with the baby, because obviously Molestown had been probably burnt to the ground. So I wondered why she wouldn't just stay there, because she would have food and water and shelter, but I guess that they would have torched it all. Didn't show you that, but I think that's probably what's happened. So then we saw Gilly sort of turn up at the gate, and Sam sort of heard her voice screaming to be let in because no one would let her in, and Sam lost his shit a little bit, which was quite funny, and managed to get her in, got her into a safe room, which was kind of like a store larder kind of where they store food and stuff, I think, and kind of hid her in there so that she'd be safe. Not that she would have been safe, I think, but that's where he put her. Then we saw the sign, the huge fire which was promised, which was the signal for the north to attack and the south at the same time, and we had all sorts coming from the north. We had giants, mammoths, all sorts of crazy people. Awesome CGI, absolutely loved it, really cool. So the wildlings started to attack from the south, and didn't take very long for them to get inside, and there was a big, obviously the battle started in the forecourt. I want to call it forecourt. What is it? What's that area called? Anyway, I'm going to call it a forecourt, even though it's not. You get them in garages, don't you? Oh, I don't know. That area anyway, they all had a full-on fight there. And some really gory stuff, some fantastic fight scenes. We had guts flying everywhere, we had axes chopping people's heads off, all sorts of nasty stuff. It was brilliant. Even Lord Thorne got involved. Now, he's actually quite a good sword fighter, but he lost and got his stomach cut open. It didn't show that he died, so I think he's probably still alive, but I'm not sure. I'm kind of hoping he's dead. But he even had a bit of a... I thought he was going to be nice to John for a start, and I think that was his roundabout way of sort of admitting he was wrong, and then called him a few names, I think, and he's back to normal. When we saw the mammoths, they were attached to it was attached to the gate, and then had to try and pull, and it was starting to pull the gate, and John ordered the oil to be released, these big barrels of oil that they set light to. And it was brilliant. It basically torched everyone. It set the mammoth alight, and he run off, and the giants were alight. It was brilliant. But one of the giants stayed behind and managed to lift the gate on his own, and managed to just sort of squeeze underneath. And John ordered Gren and 4 or 5 others to go down and just defend the tunnel against that giant, which was a really tense scene. It was so scary. And then John went down to kind of join the fight that was going on with the wildlings that had come over from the south. And you had the obvious thing with. Well, first of all, he got into a fight with one of the bold cannibal guys, and managed. He was getting his ass kicked, but just managed to kill him by finding like a hammer and just rammed it into his skull, which was awesome. Then Ygritte saw John, and there was a standoff where Ygritte had the bow pulled, and they kind of looked at each other, and then they both started smiling. And I thought, oh, it's not too bad. And then the little boy Ollie, whose father she'd killed, fired an arrow, and it came straight through her chest, and she died in John's arms. You know, she said a few things to each other. She said, "You'll never know, Jon Snow." That bit again, and then she died, which was a bit sad. But to be honest, I'm not really going to miss her that much. Ghost was released from the sort of the kennel that he was in, and that worried me. And I still didn't see Ghost at the end either, but I'm assuming he's still alive. Yeah, no, I didn't see Ghost, no. So I'm sure he's fine. Then, I mean, amazingly, they actually managed to beat the wildlings that had come from the south, which I was really surprised about. I didn't think they were going to stand a chance against them. And when John and Sam went under the tunnel to check on what had happened down there, unfortunately Gren had died, all the men had died, but the giant was also dead, which was again a really sad scene. So I did like Gren. He was a cool character, and he could have been in it a lot more. But I guess they did their duty. They died defending the tunnel. And the wildling Tormund, he was captured. I mean, he'd had quite a few arrows stuck through him, and he was captured, and he's going to be kept prisoner, which is possibly a bad idea. Yeah, I wouldn't probably want to keep him prisoner, to be quite honest. I'd probably just killed him, to be honest, because he was a nutter. And finally we saw, also Gilly was safe. Sam unlocked the door, and that bold twat, the second in command, was hiding behind the door. I mean, seriously, what a chicken shit. I hope he gets what he deserves, because I tell you what, if he's in command now, that's just going to be crazy. Also, the old blind, I can't remember his name, Targaryen, I can't remember his first name. I didn't see anything about him, where he went or what happened. I guess he was hiding somewhere. I hope he's okay, because he had quite a nice speech with Sam at the beginning. So yeah, I hope he's okay. But I don't know if we'll find out in this episode. But and also John, right at the end, the last scene was John had decided to, rather than wait for the next wave to come the following night, because he basically said that was just a tiny part of the army. He said the big army's still yet to come. So he's decided he's going to go alone north of the wall to go and try and kill Mance, which is crazy. It's just crazy how he's going to. I don't know how he's going to do that. He even left his sword with Sam. So I don't think he's even got a sword. I don't know, but I'd have taken Ghost with me at least. He should have got half a chance then with Ghost, if Ghost is still alive. Better be alive. So yeah, that was kind of it, really. I mean, that was an amazing episode. Absolutely amazing. I think that was my favourite episode. I say I'm still on a high about it. So after I've seen it a few times when I'm editing it, I might not see it as the best, but at the minute it's definitely the best. It's brilliant. So anyway, today's episode is The Children, which is the final episode in season 4. I can't believe we're here, but there you are. Season 4's done, more or less. The Children to me would be about the White Walkers, I think. And if it is about the White Walkers, then we may see John actually killing Mance, which would be awesome. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think the Children could mean the 2 Stark girls. It could mean Bran, because we haven't seen him in a while. So it might not be what I think it's about. But what I think is going to happen in season 10, episode 10. So I think they're going to have a little bit of every story, like they did last time, and leave you on tender hooks with each story for the next season. So I think that's what's going to happen. But I can't wait to get stuck into it. So let's get cracking. Also, please like, subscribe, comment. I think I've already said this, but like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, and you'll be updated every time I put anything up. And yeah, let's crack on with episode 10. Can't believe it's already over. Season 4, Game of Thrones, The Children. See you soon.
There are no men like me.
Oh, there's John. Oh, brilliant. What's he going to do? Just march on there? Is he nuts? He's on a mission, isn't he? He's like, right.
You're wearing a black cloak again.
I've been sent to negotiate with you.
Can't believe we're back into this. This is brilliant. I thought we were going to have to wait till next season.
It appears my trusting nature got the better of me.
The Half-Hand ordered me to join your army and bring back whatever information I could to Castle Black. He made me kill him so you'd trust me.
She wasn't enough to turn you, eh? Were you enough to turn her?
She put 3 hours in me when I escaped.
Did you see her again at Castle Black?
Yes.
And
She's dead.
Wouldn't trust that. The fuck is that?
Of all the ways I'd kill you, poison would be the last. Ygritte.
Ygritte.
Let's knock down this mammoth spunk. I'm joking.
There's no wine.
No, it's a proper northern drink, Jon Snow.
Mammoth spunk.
You did well. One of our giants went into your tunnel and never came out again.
He killed my friend Gren.
He was their king, the last of a bloodline that stretches back before the first men.
Gren came from a farm.
As soon as I saw that, I sent 400 men to climb the wall, an unmanned stretch 5 miles west of here. A lot of them will die climbing, but most of them will be over by the end of the day. We're not here to conquer. We're here to hide behind your wall, just like you. We need your tunnel. And we both know that winter is coming. And if my people aren't south of the wall when it comes in earnest, we'll all end up worse than dead. You go back, you open the gates to us, and I swear to you that no one else will die. Refuse, and we'll kill every last man in Castle Black.
Sounds like a good deal.
Killing a man in his own tent when he's just offered you peace. Is that what the Night's Watch is? Is that what you are?
You're attacking us! No. It's like you said, we don't have the men.
What's that? What? I can't see what the flags are. Who is it? Who is it? What? Oh my god. I did not see that coming. Oh my god.
You're the king beyond the wall. Do you know who I am?
Never had the pleasure.
This is Stannis Baratheon, the one true king of the Seven Kingdoms.
We're not in the Seven Kingdoms, and you're not dressed for this weather.
It is customary to kneel when surrendering to a king.
We do not kneel.
What's a man of the Night's Watch doing in a wildling camp?
I was sent to discuss terms with the king beyond the wall.
You're speaking to the one true king, boy. You will address him as your grace.
I know he's the king. My father died for him. My name is Jon Snow, your grace. I'm Ned Stark's son.
Your father was an honorable man.
He was, your grace.
Can't believe Stannis is there. It's frying my brain.
The cause appears to be manticore venom.
It is the death's head manticore.
Oh, he's used poison on his
About it.
sword.
Portable poison.
You can save him.
Difficult to say, Your Grace, but if my past work is any guide, we stand a chance. The process may change him.
Will it weaken him?
Oh no.
Very well, then.
Can't make him any stronger. God.
Still betrothed to Loras Tyrell, and you will marry Loras Tyrell as soon as Tommen marries Marjorie.
I will not.
Joffrey is dead. Marcella's been sold like livestock, and now you want to ship me off to Highgarden and steal my boy. My last boy.
I'll tell everyone the truth.
What truth would that be?
Everything they say is true about Jamie and me.
No,
Your legacy is a lie.
I don't believe you.
Yes, you do.
Tyrion is your family.
He's not.
You don't get to choose.
I do, so do you.
Oh, come on.
I told him about us. I don't choose Tywin Lannister. I don't love Tywin Lannister. I love my brother.
Oh, well, tell her to get that Tyrion off then. Oh.
Andaros y hoinoros y elio varu daria.
Yadal Bochashkot Niesha. He came from the sky, the black one.
No, it's dragons.
He came from the sky and... My girl. My little girl.
How old was she?
3.
She's lost control of the dragon's tail, hasn't she?
And now their watch is ended.
John's back. Is it John? Was that John there? Oh God, no. Well, she's going to be after John now because he's got royal blood.
Don't know what happens to the prisoners. Who decides? I suppose Stannis does.
You're king now. Did you love her? She loved you. All she ever talked about was killing you. That's how I know. She belongs in the north.
Oh, poor John.